welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating slide 5 in our glass effect template in PowerPoint. Alright, let's get started. So what we're going to need first is a blank slide. If you want to watch a video on how I created this, you can check out the video on the top right corner of your screen, or you can check out the description box below for the links to this video or the other videos in this template. So in the home tab, let's go to new slide and I'm going to create a new blank slide. Let's go over to shapes and I'm going to come over to rectangles and we are going to use this one, the top corners rounded, and I'm just going to click. Let's go to shape outline. I'm going to select no outline to remove the outline of the shape. The height is going to be 6.5 and the width is going to be 30. And I'm going to just bring it back here and let's go to rotate. I want to flip vertical, so I'm just going to click that. Next up, we're going to need some circles or oval shapes. So in the insert or home tab, whichever one will work, go over to shapes. Let's insert an oval and I'm just going to click so that I can have the shape. Once again, I'm going to remove the outline, but I'm going to change the color because we want it to overlap. I'm going to change the color to this orange color. You can change it to whatever color you want as long as you can see it over this shape to make it easier to work with. The dimensions for this circle is going to be 2 cm by 2 cm for height and width. I'm going to just bring it here, align the center of the circle to the top of this rectangle, and just make sure that the left edge of the circle is aligned to the left edge of this rectangle. Just in case you're in doubt, you can select both shapes, go to align in the shape format tab, and then align left just to make sure. And I'm going to select this and then create another copy holding Control and Shift. For the dimensions of this one, we want it to be 5 cm by 5 cm. Once again, align the center of this circle to the top of this rectangle and make sure that the left edge of this circle is touching the right edge of the smaller circle. I'm going to select this to hold Control and Shift and then drag to create another set of copies. I'm going to create another copy like this. Let's do one more. Now we only need a copy of this smaller circle. I'm just going to drag it and bring it here. And we should have something that looks like this. Before we proceed to the next step, I feel like this shape will be too small for what we want to use. So I'm just going to make this, let's say, 10 instead, so that we have a much, or let's make it 9 points. Let's make it 9.5. 9.5 looks better. All right, here's what we're going to do. Select on this rounded corners rectangle. And what we're going to do is select this shape, hold Control or Shift, select the smaller circles as well. So select all the smaller circles, go over to under shape format, go over to this merge options, and we are going to select union. Now you're going to be selected on this new shape. Just select it if you're not, and I'm going to select this, start with select this shape first and then select these larger circles, go over to the merge options and we are going to subtract, and now we are going to have this shape. We're going to need a new set of circles, or ovals. So I'm going to go to shapes, oval, and I'm going to click. Let me remove the outline and I'm going to change the height of this to 4 and the width is going to be 4, and you're just going to do your best to sort of place it because we can't really center it within this. You just have to sort of eyeball it and place it. So for me, where it is now, I feel like maybe I could move it just a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but you know what, that's good enough. I'm going to select that and then I'm going to hold Control and Shift to create another copy while keeping it aligned and just try to move it. Let me see here. I'm going to create yet another copy here and then create another copy here, and I'm just going to move it. So in order to make the next step easier on ourselves, let's insert our icons. So I'm going to go over to insert and I'm going to go over to icons and I'm just going to give this a moment to load. And for our icons, we're not going to search, we're just going to scroll down and we're going to select 1, 2, 3, and 4. Insert. And I'm just going to give this time. So now we have our 4 icons. The fields of this graphic are going to be white. So let's change the color of all our icons to white. Now I'm going to select this one. This one is number 4. I'm going to align 4 to this fourth circle. Align 3 to this one. I'm having, let me see. Okay. Now next up is going to be number 2. And then finally number 1. I'm going to just align it. So this makes it easier for us to align it to these circles because that's what we want to do in the end. So I'm going to select this shape. Now select the circles within this sort of depressions here, not the icons, just the freeform shape and then the circles. Go to shape formats, go to the merge options and then union. So now this entire thing is going to be one shape. Now we can go ahead and add in our effects. We're going to start with our image. So I'm going to just grab my image. The link to this image is going to be in the description box below. Select this image and bring it into your slide. And I'm going to come over to crop and I'm going to drag this handle on the left all the way here and this handle on the right all the way here. Go back to crop and then we're going to select fill, click on escape. Select this image, copy it and just paste. So we just you can use Ctrl D to duplicate the image. Right click on the image and I'm going to format picture. Come over to this tab, picture corrections, under sharpness, drag this so that the sharpness is going to be minus 100%. Now copy this image, come over, just select outside this background here. Now you're going to select it's going to show format background. Select picture or texture fill and then select clipboard. And I'm just going to move these 2 images to make sure now you can see the background of our frame is that blurred image. Now you can select this one and delete it. Now I'm currently in the home tab. If you are selecting anything, it may look different, but currently in the home tab, this option where it says arrange, we're now going to open the selection pane. I'm going to grab this image and bring it to the bottom of our selection so it will be under this image as well as all of these icons. Let's go back to format, select this freeform shape, go over to fill, select slide background fill. Now I'm going to come over to effects and I'm going to select shadow and under presets, I'm going to use inner. We're going to use the inside center. And I'm going to make the transparency 5%, change the color of our shadow to white. I'm going to make the blur 15 points. I'm going to make the angle 5 degrees and distance is going to be 2 points. And let me just zoom out. Next up, we're going to need our text. I'm going to grab my text. This text is going to be in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'm just going to copy it and I'm just going to go over to insert text box and I'm just going to paste. Select the entire text box, change the font to Banscript Condense. Size is 44 and I'm going to change the color of the text to white. Let's align the text to center and just expand the width of the text box so that we'll have our text on 2 lines. And I'm just going to align this entire text box to the center. Let's now add the additional text on the actual cards. So I can just create a copy. I want to move this down a bit, so I just select all of this and just move it down. Now just return it back. Let me select a copy of this text box and bring it here. All we need to do for this one is change the size of the text to 24. and I'm just going to reduce the width of the text box, and we just need lorem ipsum. So I'll just remove this additional text. We just need lorem ipsum here, and since our icon is not is here, we can use it to align our text. I'm going to hold Control and Shift to create another copy of this text box while also keeping it aligned to the one on top. Next, I'm going to change the font to Avenir next, and I'm going to change the size to 18. Now I can go ahead and grab my text. So it's going to be this one, and I'm going to select all of this and then paste. So I want my text to be like this on 4 different lines. All we need to do now is copy this text and just reuse it for the rest. I'm going to select this to hold Control and Shift and then drag, align it to this one. It's not aligned, I don't think so. I want to align it to the icon. Let me see, that looks good enough. I'm going to select this too, and once again I want to align it to this, and then finally we're going to do it for number 4. And yeah, with that we have created our cards. So I call them cards since we have 4 different sections, so I'm calling them cards. But anyway, that is it. So let's see what it looks like in the slideshow view. So I'm just going to open this, and there we go. This is slide number 5 for our glass effect template in PowerPoint. If you enjoyed the video and you want to watch other videos similar to this, you can either check out the description box below for the links to the remaining videos in this template, the course playlist, or you could check out the individual videos, or you could click on the video on playlist on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.